Islam is the second largest religion in Israel, consisting around 17.8% of country's population. The ethnic Arab citizens of Israel make up the majority of its Muslim populations, making them the largest minority group in Israel. Jerusalem is Islam's third largest holiest city after Makkah and Medina. Al-Haram, which is originally part of Jewish Temple Mount of Jerusalem, is believed by Muslims to be the location from which Muhammad ascended to the heavens. It is also believed it have been built by Solomon, who is revered as a prophet in Islam. This widely accepted Islamic beliefs raises and religious and spiritual importance of the Dome of the Rock and the adjacent Al-Aqsa Mosque for Muslims. Otherwise, only Muslims are allowed to pray on the Temple Mount, which is managed day by day by neighboring Jordan Islamic, an administrative body that takes responsibility for the conduct of Islamic affairs in the religion of the Temple Mount. Islam was brought to the region of Palestine during the early Muslim conquest of 7th century, when armies from the Arabian Peninsula under the Rashidun Caliphate conquered territory that was previously under the control of Byzantine Emperor. During the Middle Ages, the religion became increasingly Islamized. This tendency was temporarily reversed during the 2 centuries of the Kingdom of Jerusalem, a Christian state established by European crusaders. As a result of the rise of Ottoman Empire, Sunni Ottoman Turkish ruled the relevant from 1516 to 1917. In Ottoman Palestine, Islam was the state religion administered remotely from Constantinople. During the Arab-Israeli War in 1948, more than 18% of the Palestinian population in Israel fled or expelled from their own town and villages, including a large section of the economic, political, cultural and religious elite of the Muslim society. Only one member of the Supreme Muslim Council, Tahir at-Tabari, remained in the held part of Palestine. The Israeli government prohibited a resurrection of the national institution similar to the Supreme Muslim Council, and thereby effectively abolished to the autonomy of the Muslim community. Islam itself, however, was not granted a similar recognition by the Israeli authorities, although the Sharia courts were recognized and integrated into the Israeli judicial system. Instead, the affairs of Muslim community were to a large extent controlled directly by the Israeli government. Muslim Sharia courts thus continued to operate in Israel, and the authorities generally did not interfere in its day-to-day operation. Muslims comprise 17.8% of Israeli population. The majority of Muslims in Israel are Sunni Arabs, with an Ahmadiyya minority. The Bedouin in Israel are also Arab Muslims, with some Bedouin clans participating in the Israeli army. The small Circassian community is composed of Sunni Muslims uprooted from the North Caucasus in late 19th century. In addition, smaller population of Kurdish, Romani and Turkish Muslims also lived in Israel. 15% of Muslims in Israel have a college degree, which was lower than the number of Jews but similar to the number of Christians and Druze. If you love this video, please comment here or like this video and share this video with your friends. For next updates, please subscribe our channel and click on the bell icon.